Hi guys, this is Bhaskar Berry. In the last tutorial, we have seen one of the important interview questions which we would ask in the Informatica. That is how to generate or load values into the target table based on the column values using Informatica ETL tool. That we have done using the Java transformations the task. And today we are going to see does Informatica recognizes Excel data as a flat file or a table, and how can we fetch the Excel data. One quick answer for this is Informatica recognizes Excel data as a relational table, as a table. So, uh, since it uses relational ODBC connections, it is used as a table. So, let me show you how we can fetch the data from the XML data, from the Excel data. So, first, what you need to do, you need to create a connections. Let me create a connections in the system DSN. Before that, you need to make sure that your system is in 34-bit or 64-bit versions. If it is a 32-bit versions, we can go to the Windows System 32, and there VODBC driver is there where we can create. Since we don't have my OS is in 64-bit machines, so I'm going to use a sysauth 64 folder. I have a ODBC 32 exe. Double click on that, and Excel. Double click on the Excel. So I don't want to. The provider should be there. Click on add and create a Microsoft SQL. Sorry, Excel driver. Give some name. Select worksheet. And before selecting this worksheet, I want to show you how to we. So this is my Excel sheet which I have kept present the source data which I need to import into the table. Before this, this is the header row which I have here, and these are the records. And I'll just rename the sheet here as employee, and I'll delete these sheets. But we don't want to delete also, it's not a problem. After this, you need to define the range of this data. Go to formulas tab and define name. Click here and define the name. I'm just give the name as employee. Select scope as workbook. Okay. Say as. I'm going to change the save type as to 97 or 2003 workbook. Save. Yes. Save it here. Now browse that. XLS. Click OK. Once you have created a connections, let me go with the designer tab here. And go to service analyzer, clear all. Let me import from the database, not the file. DSN Excel connection, connect to that. You can find the table here. Okay, so target, it's already present, which where we need to import the data into this. Right now there is no records in this employee table. That's the target. Let us create a mapping for this. Load data, and drag and drop the source table here, and target table. Here I'm using a simple connection to just show you how to load the Excel data. I'm not using any transformations here. Save this and check whether it's valid. Once it's valid, create the workflow for this. Before creating a workflow, let us create a connection for this. Click on the relational DB, go to the ODBC. I am creating a new one to show you how to create that connections. ODBC Excel, and the username, since we are not providing any specified username, I'm going to give the default one, PM null user. I don't want to give any authentication for this, and even the password as PM null password. And while creating the DSN connections, we have provided the name for this as DSN Excel connections. So same name I'm going to give in the connection string here. Click OK. Create a workflow for this. Create a session. Go to the mapping tab and change the source qualifier here. Select ODBC, okay, and target DB. Click apply, okay. Connect this using a connector. Save this. Okay, once saved, just click on the run. Go check in the monitor. So it's running here. And there are some limitations also while using Excel data. One thing is we need to define the range of the data and manually go and change the data there if you want to load that. Okay, here this has been succeeded. Let's check a quick run properties. How many records? 10 records has been loaded. Let us check in the background table. Okay, 10 records has been loaded, which is present in the source file. Our source was saved it here. This is our source file. So this is 10 records we have here. So similarly, those 10 records has been loaded into this. And moreover, if we need to have this header rows defined, because if you don't keep this header rows, the mapping would have changed to this, and we would face some error. Apart from this, if you do not provide the proper connection here in the while creating the connections in the ODBC, some problem would be like fail to connect to database user, like PM null user, whatever the user you have provided here. So be careful with the connections which we provide at a time. And this is one thing is the answer for this is yes. Informatica recognizes Excel data as a table. Since it uses a ODBC relation connections, it is considered as a table. And not only that, if you have multiple sheets here, it considers various different tables here. Employee department, you can have a lot of different tables in the whole worksheets. Okay, we can have joins in these sheets using the source qualifier. We can do multiple operations on this also. Okay, thank you for watching this. Please do subscribe.